What's up guys, Zach from the Good Time Gaming, and today I'm coming to you guys with a brand new build. This is a build I didn't really think I would ever do. Those people that kind of know me know that I'm pretty critical of the minigun. I think it's kind of a shitty weapon, and it's pretty fucking overrated as far as its actual efficiency goes. But I was a little bored the other day, so I decided to play around some builds and see if I couldn't find a minigun build that I liked, that I felt would be good and worth using. And I actually found one that I actually kind of like a lot, actually. Really kind of a strange little situation I found myself in. But it's a pretty good build, I feel like, so I'm going to share that with you guys today. So we'll start by walking you guys through the build. We'll talk about the weapons as well as possible secondaries that you might be interested in using, and then show off some in-game footage, and then that'll be a wrap. So let's get started, guys. Alright, starting out over here in Mastermind, I have elected to go ahead and work my way up to get Stockholm Syndrome. Right now, Stockholm Syndrome is really fucking broken, but more importantly than that, if you go down during a heist and you get put into custody, then your teammates can get you back if they have a hostage. That's how it's supposed to work. In reality, that's not how it's working at all right now. It's letting people out who don't have the skill and letting people out who just like happen to get down and then can immediately return from custody. It's really fucking broken right now. But assuming it was working the right way, I felt like it might be a good idea to include it just in the off chance that you do go down and go into custody, because it's kind of a silly little gimmicky build. You could take those 12 points out and put them somewhere else if you really wanted to, but I felt like it might be worth including, just to be on the safe side. And also I've taken the ace version of Stable Shot here, which is going to give us more stability and 16 weapon accuracy while standing still. So that's pretty handy because the minigun is a pretty inaccurate beast. So we're now over in Enforcer. You guys can kind of see what I have picked up here. I have Aced Underdog for extra damage reduction. We're using heavy armor for this build. I have brought ammo. Okay, if you are using the minigun or a flamethrower or something like that, the least you can do is bring some damn ammo with you, okay? These weapons are very ammo hungry. The minigun is no exception to that. Bring ammo, guys. It's just a nice thing to do. So with this, we have 2 ammo bags, so you should have plenty of ammo to get you through the heist. And you might be wondering why I did not bring fully loaded Aced. The reason for that is that the minigun has really abysmal pickup rate anyways. The best that you're going to do with fully loaded Aced is maybe like to push off a little bit, like how long it takes you to get ammo, but you're not going to be able to keep yourself fully sufficient on ammo with fully loaded Ace, and that's kind of what I try to do with fully loaded Ace, is just keep that skill on there to where if I need ammo, I'll have enough just by getting kills. With the minigun, you can't do that. It just blows through way too much ammo. It doesn't pick up enough even with fully loaded Ace. You're going to need to use ammo bags, so I felt like it wasn't really worth all the extra points to get that. Over in Technician, you can kind of see what we have taken here. Steady grip for weapon accuracy again. I'm going to go ahead and ace it. I had 4 extra points kind of left over. I don't really know what I wanted to do with them, but I'm actually going to put those into steady grip to get more weapon stability because the minigun is really unstable. Fire control for more accuracy while firing from the hip. The minigun only fires from the hip, so that's pretty good there. Lock and load so that we can hip fire our weapon while sprinting, and the minigun is again only a hip fire weapon. Last but not least, surefire. What we care about here is the fact that the ace version of this will allow our weapon to pierce enemy body armor. So you won't have to worry so much about trying to get headshots on tans. You can just go ahead and shoot them and then blow right through their armor and then just kill them. So that's pretty nice there. Over in Ghost, we have duck and cover to run faster, parkour to run faster, and run and reload at the same time. And then we also have a shockproof. So if we get tased, we can mash F or whatever your use key is. Mine's F. And the taser will release us. This is a very important thing because if a taser gets a hold of you while you have the minigun out, you're going to blow through a shitload of ammo. And you can very easily lose all of your ammo on one fucking taser if you can't get to him. So a very necessary skill. And last but not least, we move over into Fugitive. I've taken 9 lives and Running from Death in order to get up into Swan Song so we can ace that. So with Swan Song, we can fight for 9 seconds when we go down, and we will be able to fight and shoot people with infinite fucking ammo. You can clear a fucking room. You can clear like every room in the fucking heist with this shit whenever it's going. It's absolutely insane, the firing speed that you get, and the ammo, of course, doesn't deplete. It's amazing. Does not mean you should intentionally go down, but should you go down, you can make the most of that situation. Alright, last but not least, we have Brawler. So with Brawler, we want to go over here and get Berserker. So the lower that our health is, the more damage that we do. Under 50% life, you can do up to 100% more damage with ranged weapon. So the lower that you are to having 0 health, the more damage you'll do with the minigun. So up to 100% damage, which is pretty fucking awesome. So again, now is a good time to talk about the minigun itself and the damage on it. So we go over here and you see that my minigun right now does 39.9 damage, 32 accuracy, and 24 stability. So So you can potentially double your damage depending on how low your health is with the minigun, which is going to do wonderful, wonderful things to the cops. And by wonderful things, I mean it's going to just tear them to shreds. You kind of see here I have the aerial assault barrel on right now. If you want to do the stump barrel, you can have a little bit more stability on there. I think it looks fucking silly, so I don't really want to do that. That's really the only reason why I choose that. Really, it's probably in your best interest to get the stability on there because that's much harder to get on this weapon. But given how stupid it looks, I just can't do it. So that's why I ended up going with the aerial assault barrel and not the stump. You can do a half kit, which is going to take out 300 fucking ammo to give you 12 stability. Not really worth it in my opinion at all. And of course you can take a laser sight. Laser sight is very helpful. It will help you to kind of line up your shots better. And then you can have stat boosts for whatever you might want. I've opted to take the CR805B. It's a great secondary, great submachine gun. 86 damage, 80 accuracy, 100 stability. It's great for pretty much any distance, any range. Because that's what you really need. You need a weapon that has a little bit of range that can help get cops that are maybe a farther distance away, or maybe to get a sniper that you can't get with a minigun. Because let's be honest, if you're trying to hit a sniper with a minigun, you're probably going to have a bad time. For my perk deck right now, I'm using Armorer. Really, the perk deck, you have a lot of options here, like other builds that I kind of put out. You can't use anything that's going to regenerate your health, right? Because we're using Berserker. So your options are really Armorer. You could do Infiltrator, but you can't melee anybody, otherwise you're going to get health back from that. You could also do Sociopath. That could be a good one as well. You'll get armor back on kills, and you can also make enemies panic, so that's pretty good too. You can also do Yakuza. With Yakuza, you would have increased armor recovery rate as well as movement speed, which would be very handy for this build. You could do maybe Maniac if you wanted to. I'm not really sure about that one. I would probably stick with Yakuza, Sociopath, Infiltrator, or Armorer, but I've been using Armorer with mine. The thing about the minigun is that whenever you just hold down the fire, it kind of pulls up and to the right a little bit. It can be a little bit difficult to compensate against because it's a pretty big stability loss whenever you just hold down the fire button. So kind of be aware of that, guys. You're gonna have to kind of pull it down to the left and like down just like a little bit. Try and keep it centered. But like I said before, really you should not be holding down the fire unless maybe you're like 2 feet away from a dozer, or you are in Swan Song and you're just kind of doing it anyways. It definitely takes a little bit of getting used to kind of understand the stability and be able to control it more effectively. With the minigun, you really want to try and go for short controlled bursts. The only exception to this would be like if you get into Swan Song, in which case, you know, point your gun at something and just hold down the trigger and watch the bullets fly. The damage boost you get from Berserker is pretty good. With it, you can pretty much just point your gun at an enemy, tap it once, and they'll probably die, given the fact that the minigun fires multiple rounds with just one single tap. And they also cut through armor, so no need to even try and aim for a headshot. I tried experimenting with a different version of this build where instead of doing Berserker, I tried to go for Unseen Strike up in the Silent Killer section. And I found that it was kind of like a lot of points to spend on something that, you know, it was definitely helpful, but it's not as reliable as, say, Berserker, because with Unseen Strike you have to not get hit for a period of time for it to activate, right? And of course it's only a % chance to give you a crit, whereas with Berserker you have constant extra damage output on your gun. So I felt that that was probably the better pick between going Berserker or Unseen Strike. You could potentially get both if you were to kind of move your points around, but I felt like Berserker was plenty for what I needed to accomplish. I've also opted against Ace Lock and Load, even though it would actually affect the reload speed of this gun. I don't think it's really worth the point investment because realistically you're going to be burning through pretty much all of your ammo and then going into a ammo bag to refill it. The times that you would spend reloading would be very, very minimal with this build. But yeah, this is really a very fun build. I'm actually kind of surprised how much I enjoy it. It's not something that I would spend a whole lot of time playing, but it is a nice little change. And it's nice to kind of use the minigun, which is a gun that I haven't probably used in months, like 5-6 months plus. I haven't even touched that gun. So it's kind of nice to see that it's, you know, it is viable and that it has its uses, and that I'm pretty happy with what I've been able to accomplish here with this build. So hopefully you guys will like it and you'll enjoy using the minigun as well. So let me know what you guys think of the minigun and of all of its lovely, brutal goodness. I will see you guys in the next video. This is Saxon, Good Time Gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything you saw here today. And remember to always have a good time gaming.